Hello everyone and welcome back to Beast Wars Backtrack. Today we are looking at Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, Generation Select, Transmutate. This is actually my wife's figure. Transmutate, next to Bumblebee, is one of her favorite Transformer characters, and when I told her that this figure existed, well, she had me pre-order it right away, and it just came in, so I'm super excited to review it and show it off to you guys. But before we look at the figure, let's go ahead and take a look at the box, such as it is. This being Generation Selects, it is a very simple, just cardboard box, with the only identifying thing is the sticker here that kind of seals it up. I still kind of dig this design for the box though. It's nice. I like the simplicity of it. You open it up and you got the same stuff that we've been seeing on others. And interestingly enough, no plastic tray this time. All cardboard. And I remember hearing that Hasbro was trying to move away from excess plastic in their packaging. So it's kind of neat to actually see them putting this forward. Be interesting to see where things go in their regular packaging from here. I think I've heard that they're planning on doing like closed boxes for everything. Anyway, other than the neat printing on the inside, there's not a whole lot to this box. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual figure now. And here she is on my fancy turntable. So let's get a good look at her. As you can see, she is a fossilizer. Specifically, she is a repaint, remold of Paleotrex. I would compare these two, but Rodimus has my Paleotrex somewhere and says I can't have her back until later for some reason. He's up to something. It's weird. Anyway, so we're just going to take a look at the figure on its own merits, which its own merits, I think, are pretty darn good. I love the color scheme on this, though this gold plastic gives me a little bit of GPS flashbacks, but it should be okay. Hasbro hasn't used GPS based plastic in a long time, so in theory this thing isn't going to turn into dust anytime soon. Now technically I do have her in a sort of fan mode. Because she's a fossilizer, you can kind of break her down and build her up however you want. And what I've done is I've sort of reconfigured the arm to give her the basically cannon arm she had in the TV show. And I think it looks pretty darn cool like this, and she still has a functioning elbow. This keeps popping off like that, so that's something to be aware of. This is actually like my second take on this, and I'm just going to roll with it. Anyway. So yeah, like I said, she's a fossilizer, so you can take her apart and reassemble her in any number of ways. The main difference between her and Paleotrex outside of the color is she's got a remolded head. So let's take a closer look at that. As you can see, it's designed to look a lot like her show model, and they did a pretty darn good job. And interestingly enough, she has a opening mouth gimmick, which is kind of creepy looking, but that's kind of the point if you ask me. But it really, really does add something to this figure. But let's go ahead and get her transformed into her alt mode. And here she is in her T-Rex fossil mode, and I really, really dig how this looks. The metallic colors are more prominent here, and it just looks really, really good. I also like sort of the tinges of gold, particularly on the teeth there and stuff. Just a very nice look. Articulation-wise, she's no slouch in this form either. You got some joints here. Rotation at the hips, little ball joints for the little bitty arms, and her jaw can open. You can even move the head down a little bit and move it back. You can even move the tail around a little bit, though that's a bit more restrictive. but it does mean that you can get her into some poses. The main thing I do wish is that you could have the neck bend down more so you can get some scooping, eating action going on or something. But really, she looks pretty darn good, and I just absolutely dig this. And it helps that Transmutate is a character that's actually pretty interesting, at least to me, and she's only gotten a handful of actual figures, only one of which transformed. So it is super cool to finally have a more proper Transmutate figure, even if she is just a repaint of an existing character. Let's go ahead and get her back into robot mode and we can finish this up. So yeah, that's been a review. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. Check the description below for links to my storefront where you can get official shelf space t-shirts and more. And yeah, thank you again. I'll see all of you the next time we are back on Beast Wars Backtrack.